How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel for HopeTJ. And for today's video, we will be going through for my predictions of the AFL tipping for round 7, and also I'll be going through for my round 6 tips as well. I'll see how many are going in total and all that. So we'll go through my round 6 tips and how many I got correct out of 9, and then after that we'll go through my round 7 tips. So for the first game, it was a Friday night in Monaco Oval, GTP and the Bulldogs, and I tipped for the Bulldogs, and I got that one correct, so that's 1 out of 1. The next game, I went for Geelong over West Coast, so I got one correct as well. But they have a crushing win, 96-99. 136-39. After this, that was a spewing one. That was an upset win. The Gold Coast Suns took the win over Sydney, and I went for the Swans, so I got one incorrect, and the final score was 100-60. And the next game, I went for Brisbane over Carlton, and Brisbane's got the win by 18 points, so I got that one correct as well. Next one, I went for the Demons over Richmond, and I got that one correct as well. Next up, I went for Fremantle to talk over North Melbourne, and I got that one correct as well, so I did for Fremantle. That one is one of the games of the round. I tipped for the Crows, and I got one incorrect in this one. So Hawthorn got the win by 3 points, 102-99 over University of Tasmania Stadium. Next up is an exact day game, which is between Collingwood and the Bombers, and I went for Essendon, so I got that one correct. And I went for Port Adelaide over St Kilda, and I got that one correct as well. So I have got 7 out of 9 tips correctly, so which is one of my best rounds as well for me. And my full total of the tips is 35 right now. So right now we will be going through for my round 7 tips. So yeah, pretty much. So for round 7, the first game on the Friday night at the MCG is between Richmond and the Western Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are 6-0, and Richmond is Richmond's they're 3-3 right now, and yeah, so Richmond actually they have a really bad game over Melbourne, and Dustin Martin is out for this weekend. It's because he got a concussion. I have no idea what he done, and so yeah, this is gonna be a huge advantage for the Bulldogs, and for the Western Bulldogs, they've been playing pretty well at the last quarter over Monaco Oval, and the Giants came pretty close during 3/4 time, but they started to choke. So the Bulldogs were fire on the last quarter. So for this round, I'll be going for the Western Bulldogs to win this game by 13 points, and yeah, and I did the next game is also going to be the MCG on a Saturday afternoon, which is between Collingwood and the Gold Coast Suns. And I had to say, this is going to be the game of the round. I'm 100% believing or something. So Collingwood has actually have bad performances the last few weeks, and they still have quite a few injuries, like Jordan De Goey and Jeremy Howe, except for last week, and they lost by 18 points or something over Essendon. And the Gold Coast Suns, they pulled off a huge upset by Sydney at Metricon Stadium by 40 points, and they're actually been improving pretty well, to be honest. And for this round, I'll be going for the Gold Coast Suns to upset again, by I might say probably 7 points, I'm guessing, over the MCG versus Collingwood. And for the next game, this is going to be at Adelaide Oval. Will be between the Crows and GWS. So and the Crows are actually they pulled off a very close performance by Hawthorn, but they just came short by 3 points. And they're still actually playing like in the top 8 side slightly, but in the moment they're in the 9th on the ladder, and GWS they have been doing like uh quite awkwardly bad, I'm guessing. They're not playing like top 8 footy. They have lost by the Bulldogs and all that, and I have got a upset win by the Swans in round 5, and and for this one, I had to say, I think I might have to go for the Crows to win this game. And this is going to be an athlete over. This is a huge advantage for them. And so I'll be going for the Crows to win this one by like 16 points. Quite a closer margin for this one. And yeah. And for the next game, it is going to be between the Sakota Football Club between Hawthorn. And this is going to be on Marvel Stadium. And it is going to be Sakota's home ground. And this is going to be one of the games of the round as well, I'm guessing, but I'm not 100% sure. And for this one, the Saints they're starting to they started to play pretty well. Start early on the seasons, and now they're starting to shrink down, and they're in 16th right now, and Hawthorn has pulled off a a good win over the Crows by 3 points at Launceston with a good comeback by 32 points down. By like I think it's half time or 3/4 time or something, and yeah, so this one is gonna be one of the games in the round. We have a bunch of close games during this round, guys. So for this one, I'll be going for tipping for the. I'm going to tip for Hawthorn to win this game, and I'll be but I'll say about like 8 points as well. So I'm going for closer margins slightly. So yeah, but except for one, and I'll tell you about that later. And next up is going to be at the SCG between the Sydney Swans to take on the Geelong Football Club, and the Swans that actually haven't played. They have lost the last 2 games right now. One over GWS by 2 points, and now by Gold Coast by 40 points over there. So yeah, and Geelong they pulled off a huge win by West Coast by 97 points at GMHBA, and they actually been doing pretty well. Jeremy Cameron's playing alright and all that. Tom Hawkins as well, and yeah. So for this one, I'll be going for Geelong for this game, and I'll say this is going to be another closer margin for this one, and I'll be going for 6 points. Geelong will win this game. Next up will be between the Brisbane Lions and Port Adelaide. So this is going to be not really one of the games of the round, to be honest. It's because from Brisbane, they still have an 18-point win over Carlton at Marvel Stadium last week, but they have one of their Brownlow favourites go for back-to-back. He has a ankle injury for 2 months right now, which is Lachie Neale, and this is probably one of the huge advantages right now. And it's also in the Gabba as well. This is going to be quite close. And Port Adelaide, they actually smashed secured a bunch of points and all that. And back in round 5, they have got the win over Carlton. And they have pulled up a close win by Richmond as well. And I'm thinking they lost their streak. Yeah, they did back in round 3. So they have a 3-game winning streak right now. So I might be going for Port Adelaide to win this game, and I'll say a 19-point win over Brisbane. So Port Adelaide will take this one. On the Sunday afternoon, will be a Buttstone Arena between North Melbourne and Melbourne, and soon as I heard for the news this afternoon, I heard Ben Brown. He used to play for North Melbourne, and now he has moved into Melbourne. And he actually did play really well in the reserves for the last few weeks, and then he's making his debut for Melbourne. So this is gonna be a very Ben Brown's very tough and all that, but for the last season he played really bad for North Melbourne. So I don't know why we got rid of him, to be honest. So the Demons has a huge advantage on us, to be honest. And North Melbourne, they actually did play very, very bad at Optus Stadium with no crowds back in the 3-day lockdown back in Western Australia. So North Melbourne are 6 they are 0-6 and Melbourne 6-0. So I had to say, obviously I had to tip for the Demons by 45 points for this one. So this is gonna be will be a bad game for North Melbourne. I am a North Melbourne supporter, as you guys know, and so yeah, I had to go for the Demons for this one. Sorry, North fans. Anyway, next up we'll be back in the MCG between the Essendon Football Club and the Carlton Football Club. So Essendon, they actually pulled off a good win by Collingwood, and also they have lost by Brisbane quite a lot in round 5, but they're actually deciding to be doing okay and all that, and Carlton, they're actually not doing pretty good. They're not being playing on top 8 footy right now. They have lost by Brisbane by 18, and then by Port Adelaide like 32 points or something. And so for this one, I'll be going for the Bombers to win this one by 21 points at the MCG. So yeah, pretty much. And for this last round is 100% want to be one of the games of the round. This one, it is gonna be the Western Australian derby between the West Coast Eagles and the Fremantle Football Club. So this is gonna be one of the games in the round, as I just said for earlier. So West Coast, they actually played really bad back in HBA, whatever the stadium it is. I can't even pronounce it, man. Anyway, so West Coast, they actually play very bad, I just said, and back in round 5, they actually played okay in Optus Stadium for their last game, and Fremantle, they actually played really well over North Melbourne. They struggled in the first quarter slightly, and they started to heat up with all that. So yeah, pretty much. So I might be going for an upset for this one. I'm going for West Coast has more wins at the Western Australian Derby, and then this time I'm going to break their streak. So going for the Fremantle Dockers by 4 points for a close one as well. So I'll show you guys, but prove it whatever I have got on my tipping. So I'll just turn my brightness down, and I'll make it a little bit brighter. Sorry guys. There we go. So I got the Bulldogs. Then I went for Gold Coast. Then I went for the Crows. Then I went for Hawthorn. Oh, I accidentally tipped for Secunda. There we go, it's back to normal. And then I tipped for Geelong. Then I went for Port Adelaide over Brisbane. Then I went for Melbourne over North Melbourne. Then I went for Essendon over Carlton. And I went for Fremantle over West Coast. So yeah guys, there you have it. So I hope you guys enjoy my video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please give a like at this video, share with your friends, and comment down below as well. I'd like to see your predictions or whatever you like. And I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow between the Richmond Football Club and the Western Bulldogs. So I'll be watching that game on the live stream. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoy it, and peace out.